matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
5 men now in the secondary for the Eagles on third down. Air it out on third. Throwing the out route complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Walker on first down. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough third and long.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
On third down, Walker. This one's good for a 9-yard pickup. It still leaves him short. That brings up fourth down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Throwing off the play fake. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Quickly to Watson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give up the gut to Walker. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up at a loss of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's got it deep downfield. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Vacates quickly left side. This complete to Cole. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. On the move, headed right. This one's caught. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And again, here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Jump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Hurts yet again. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Only need one more yard on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. It's Hurts once again. Buying some time right. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Buck. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Hurts throwing again. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Get it!
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Third and just 2 to go.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. 19 target.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. He'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay. And they're gonna get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hurts now from the gun. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Come on, come on. That cowboy, let's go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 17-yard
Let's go now.
line.
Here's a throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They go play action on first down. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
There's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get it.
Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this second and inches. Now an inside give to Walker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the RPO, they get it to Smith and Jigba. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point for Aubrey is up and good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, The defense creates a negative.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, it's out. Well, maybe some questions, Brock, on the return there, but none on what happened before it as they take over on the fumble.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st down from the 41. Quickly to Watson. And he's tackled for no gain. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Throwing from the gun. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping his feet in bounds.
Walker now from the gun. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Come on. Go.
They're going for this. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Into the red zone. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts at the 3. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Rocco 80.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing here just before halftime. Completed to his running back. Gets some space around midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down throwing for Hurts. Rolling out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They send a receiver in motion right. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 7-yard line.
Hey! Great.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. Oh my! It's intercepted in the end zone. Ernest Jones with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on third down.
Get it!
They'll throw. Third and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds Barkley underneath. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Well, right side, caught by Smith. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. And again, here's Hurts. Has it down close. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's a design run. Hurts. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, play action. Throw left side to Watson. It is taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Headed out right. Right back to Watson. This is caught. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Seahawks have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Let's go.
And off to Walker from the gun. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Ready, break.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready,
Working inside the red zone. Throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 7-yard line.
I'll throw it. He's got it. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 21.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Hurts to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking to throw. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Dropping back to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. And he knocked him back across the line.
Takes the 2nd down snap. This one falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mustang 19.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Running right, it's Barkley. And that one very short, only getting to the 27. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Eagles feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts. Chased out to his right. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
What is it, Kate, they say about luck? Isn't luck the crossroads of preparation and opportunity? Well, that's exactly what the safety's done today. Put himself in the right spots and taken advantage. First, recovers the fumble, and now in front of an open lane to get his first sack of the game.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw left side, caught by Brown. He gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay,
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
come on.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, start.
Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. Running down the left side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
That one's incomplete over the middle. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it sets up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Go! Ready?
Throwing it again here. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money to follow.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Okay, ready?
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. In the red zone on first. He's dropped underneath. Walker. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Still sticking with the passing game. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Return coming from the 6. Miscommunication on the lateral. The ball is loose. Oh, and the kicking team's got it. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.